Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to create a bedside table in Archicad. I'm going to use slab and because it's going to be transformed into an object. We're just working with slabs at the moment. I want to have a 55 centimeters for this table, bedside table. So I put the thickness of the slab 55. I'm gonna drag from this corner and you can see dimensions, dimension 1, dimension 2. So if you press on the keyboard R, I'm going to dimension 1 and I'm going to put 0.5, and then with the arrow I go down and I put 0.5 as well. So I'm going to have a square. So this is my reference for the height of the table, the bedside table. I'm going to change the material, so I'm just going to make it, yeah, orange. It's fine. It's just that I want to drag it up because this is 0, ground 0, and I just want to drag it up to have it. Okay, and this is going to be my reference for the height, which I will delete later. And I'm going to drag another one, so I'm working in 3D now. Control Shift D to create a duplicate. So, and I'm dragging it on my hair. Okay, now I would like to make this one, the thickness I want to make it thinner. So I'm gonna, this is gonna be the bedside base. Right, so I made it 5 centimeters. Now I can change my mind. I'm just thinking 5 centimeters per base. I think it's a bit too high. Let's make it 3. Okay. So I'm gonna have the same thickness for the one that's gonna be on top. So if you see when you drag, I'm holding Shift to keep this in the same line. So I'm using this point here as a reference, and I click, and then this is going to be our top. Okay, so because I'm going to start with a part of wood that's going to be underneath, so I'm going to drag this. So Control Shift D. I'm dragging this here, and I want to make it 1 centimeter. So it's going to be 1 centimeter. I'm going to change the color of it because I'm going to need to see it. So I'm going to make it this purple color. So this is just for helping us create. This is not the material that we're going to use at the end. So this is 1, and then I'm going to drag another one underneath. That's going to be 1 centimeter as well, but I'm going to change the color so I can see it. So let's go back to our paint, the red one. Okay, and now I'm going to drag another one. I'm going to ground floor. I'm going to create a section that's going to help me. It's a view that's going to help me understand the proportions of it. So I have a line here from here to here that is 47 centimeters, and I want to make an open shelf at the top and 2 drawers. So I'm going to work out the proportion of the drawers and the shelf, and I'm gonna Control Shift E on this line so I can rotate, and then I'm rotating it to have a horizontal line. Drag this up a bit. So visually I think this is where my shelf should end. And now I'm gonna shorten this line up to here so I can have the middle of it. And I'm selecting, so Control Shift D, and then I'm dragging down. And wait, see if this is the middle. Yeah, that's the middle. So this is going to be up the middle of my two drawers. So one drawer and second one. And I'm going to drag this slab here. And I'm going to drag another one. Right, so I'm going to make this one purple. I'll explain why, but I made this one purple. Now I will need another one to go here. Now that we have this at the top, I'm going to have to drag a slab to create the middle shelves. So it's going to be one here. And I'm going to drag another one that's going to go down here. Let's go to perspective. Okay. Now, because we have basically all the horizontal slabs, I'm going to have to create the ones that stand. But I'm going to create them through slabs as well. So what I will do, I'll select this slab here, and I'm going to drag a copy of it. And the thickness is going to be 1 centimeter for the wood. So now I'm dragging it up. It's not going to go up to that height. It's going to be around here somehow. Yeah. We're just going to Control D to drag this inside. Hold the Shift key. So I will need 2 of these pieces. So I'm adjusting the height here to come up to here, this purple thing. And then I'm going to drag a copy that's going to come directly underneath, holding Shift key. And I'm dragging this here. I decided to make the base purple as well because it's going to be, yeah, so here. Now we're going to copy this to go on the other side. So Control Shift D. Okay. Apparently we have the sides now. What I would like to do is I need to make the back first. So I'm rotating this. It's going to be all back. Well, it can be whatever, but this is basically all back. And I'm going to go to my ground floor for a second, because I would like to select this part. So Control Shift D. I'm dragging it here, and then I'm rotating it. So. Okay, and I need to drag it inside. Let's go to right. So I have the back, and I'm going to drag it up because I want to create a tiny thing. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm selecting the purple first one at the top. I'm selecting it because I'm going to make it smaller. So I'm going to drag from the corner and I'm going to use the offset all edges and I'm going inside and I need to specify how much do I want to go inside. So I'm going to press R and I'm going to put 1 centimeter. So it's going to be 0.01. There we go. It's actually going to be visible. You can go 2 centimeters if you prefer that kind of design. Now I'm selecting this one here and I'm doing the same thing. So offset 0.01. And I'm going to do the same thing for the base. I'm going to go inside 0.01. Okay. Now I will need to create the face of the drawers. So we're going to make it in 2 pieces. But it's basically the same thing as we had before. So remember you have to have this one activated, the quick selection one, which looks like a magnet. So I'm selecting this part here, I'm just Ctrl Shift D and I'm going to drag it to the front and I'm rotating the view a bit. So this will have to be in 2 pieces. So I'm going to drag the top of this to adjust the height up to here and I'm going to create a copy. So this is going to be our shelf. Okay, I would like to create a handle for this one, and I would like to make something more contemporary, I'd say, because the design of this one is very contemporary. So because I want to create a handle, I'm going to have to create another section. So I'm going to ground floor, and I'm going to make a section through the middle of this. I know my sections are very, very obvious. Sorry. So I'm opening this section. So front header. So I'm going to make a small handle. I'm going to use my fill. Yeah, and it's on geometry method rectangular. And I'm just going to make something. So 2 millimeters thickness. I'm going to create a point. We're holding shift to make sure the line is going to be straight. Then create another point here, and I'm dragging this down. I can drag it down from there. Yeah. And I'm dragging this point out because I want to be able to select the fillet. So let's see if we can, yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to drag this one as well. Fine. So this is how I would like the handle to look. Because I have the fill here, I'm going to use a morph. So with the fill selected, go to morph, hold space key, and click inside, and you'll have the shape of the handle. I'm generating the view because I want to see. This one has no thickness, and I'm going to drag it, so Control D, and I'm going to drag it to the beginning of my module. Okay, I'm going to try to extrude. So because it's easier to extrude on this side, I'm going to move it. Holding Shift. So I'm clicking on that edge and I'm dragging out, I'm scrolling out basically up to here, so I'm holding Shift as well. So this is my handle. And because I like this design, I'm going to drag this handle to my second drawer. And I just want to change the material of it to a metal. So I'm going here and select an override surface. And I can select a metal, chrome. Yeah. And now, if you want to adjust all the objects that have the same material, you can Control F. Now you have all elements. Then I'm going to add a specific. So add. I'm going to have a surface, and the surface that I'm choosing is this one. So this is the specific of my objects. So I'm going to plus, and then all my objects that have this color will be selected. Now I can change this color to wood, oak light. Amazing. Now I want to change the color of the purple ones. So I'm going to go here and I'm only going to select the purple ones. But first, you need to click out because you want to unselect the rest. So when you click plus, you're going to have selected all of these, and I want to make it chrome as well. And that's it. I selected everything I wanted. This is I just noticed this one is slightly bigger. Let's see if I can adjust it or not. So I'm going to go down here and click. I need to do this for this one as well. So I'm zooming in. Oh, I always do this. I'm inside. Okay. Sorry, I selected the wrong surface. There it is. And click until you meet here. And that's perfect. Okay, so this is our object. We are going to select it all. So select everything and going to File, Libraries and Objects, Save Selection as Object. And I'm going to click OK because I'm going to use the same materials. I'm going to respect the materials that I've used because I like them. So I'm going to call it bedside table 2. So I don't know. And I'm going to save it. And now when I'm going to object here, this one is the last object selected. So if I click, just have it here. And if you want to change the materials, you can. So I'm going here to settings, and I'm going to surfaces, and you can change them. So look, I can make this one horizontal walnut. There you go. And you can change the metals as well because they are separate. So I have this surface which we can make gold. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate, put them in the commentaries, and if you want me to ask to create something for you, just let me know and I'll do it. Thank you so much. Have a good day.